Right, good morning. And today I thought we would do a little segment on things I like about my Z1000. And some of the more obvious, I mean, I'm not going to get into a technical discussion about, well, actually I will, more than likely later on. But some of the reasons that I bought this bike, for any of you who have watched some of my previous videos would know that I was previously on a CBR 1000, the 5-blade, which was the first bike I bought. And you know, I was caught out by the same thinking that every noob ever has. I'm gonna buy a bike and I want it to go fast. And the more I rode it, the more it started to kill my back. So the first point I have to mention has to be how comfortable this bike is. I mean, it's more upright, it still has a lot of power, a lot more torque than the 5-blade. I mean, it's geared, it has a different gearing, so it is extremely agile between the lights. So it is very comfortable, a lot easier to ride. Shit, there's a police ahead. A lot easier to ride, and easier to ride for longer distances because it doesn't hurt your back as much. And I commute with this bike literally every single day. So the seating position is really excellent. I don't get any of that forearm pump, etc. So super naked for the win. That's point one. I need to make a decision as to which direction I'm going. I might need to try and avoid this policia. Shit. Okay, well, we'll deal with that in a minute. That's point one, is the sitting position. Point number two is the way this bike looks. I mean, for goodness sake, I'll do a quick walk around clip that I'll insert here, but it is an extremely mean looking bike. It looks evil, and everybody who lays their eyes on this bike says it looks futuristic, like a transformer, like it's up to something. You know, the front is low slung, mean. It's got like a mean sort of snarling face, and it is just evil looking, and I really like that about it. You know, the wheelbase is short, the tail is high, the lights are, I mean, there isn't one panel on this bike that is flat. I was walking on the bike yesterday, trying to find a place to pop on the suction cup for a GoPro, and I couldn't find a single panel long enough to house I mean, the diameter of that suction cup is maybe 7 centimeters, and there isn't a single panel anywhere on the bike or on the body that is flat for 7 centimeters where I can pop one of those on. So that should just give you an idea of how many angles this bike has. It's just incredible how the length they went to. Oh, I need to get rid of this fucking cop. I don't like the idea. I have to fucking cross paths with him again. Son of a bitch. You know, this bike is not well, look, it's perfectly road legal. I have a license desk, I have everything I need. But I took the mirrors off, I have no number plate, so it's a discussion I'd like to avoid having. So anyways, yes, the second point is how mean it looks. I really like the look of it. It catches the eye, people look at it. I mean, the blade was loud and it was a pretty bike, but people look at this bike like, what the fuck is going on here, you know? And to me, that's excellent. Now, point number three. I don't know how many of you have bikes that already have this feature that are not going to be impressed by it, but for me, it is a major upside, okay? So this bike has a small viewing window for your oil levels. Fucking cunt. Has a small viewing window for your oil levels, which I will take a picture of and show you on the video. And all you need to do to check the level of your oil is literally pick the weight of the bike off the stand and have the bike upright. And once the oil settles, you can look into the window and you can see not only the color of your oil, if it's gone black and chunky and shit, but you can also see how much oil or what your oil level's at. Coming from the Fireblade, which didn't have that, and which was a bike which that was rather heavy on oil, having to get to check the dipstick and get tissue paper and check the oil and all that shit was seriously getting fucking tired for me. So having that small little viewing window is a major upside for me. So that's another thing on this bike that I really do like. Fuckface. Cunt. Is the small viewing window. Now, we're on 3. Point number 4 are these clocks. Something's happening here. If you look at these clocks, you will see, I mean, this is something that I've seen it on other reviews, but it's definitely worth mentioning, is the fact that these clocks have a very interesting rev counter, which I haven't seen anywhere else. So you look at the clocks, 1, 2, 3 is on the bottom, and then 4 to 11 is on the top. So when you first start revving the bike, it fills up the bottom numbers first, and then it shoots across the top in like a little whoops, you see? That's so fucking cool, I love that. But that's just little, you know, it's not really that important, but I like it. Which brings me rapidly to my final point, is how responsive this bike is. So I'm going to show you something quickly to illustrate how much torque this bike has. Let's slow down a little bit. Let me just get past this BH here, and then we're gonna crank it right down. We're doing 75. We're in 6th gear, okay? We are in 6th gear now. I want to slow down right down to about 40 k's an hour, traffic allowing, and then I'm going to give it the beans, and I want to show you just how much grunt. That's what the fuck. I want to show you just how much grunt this bike has, which is actually seriously impressive. But everybody's going to say, "Oh, but most bikes can do it." Well, I've ridden quite a few bikes, and very few bikes can do it like this, okay? So just calm yourself down. Hopefully I don't get run over or fucking killed. We're doing 60, we're doing 60, no. We're doing 60. 6th gear. 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 140, 150. From 6th gear at 60 k's an hour, you get to about 150. That is less than 10 seconds. That is fuck quick. Okay. So the torque on this bike is something else. So those are just 5. Oh, I don't remember saying 5, that I would say 5. But those are some of the things that I really like about the Z1000. And my most favorite thing I will demonstrate shortly. So what is my favorite thing about the Z1000? Well, simply this.